This is Austin Matthews and William Nylander after a great give and go that won them the game. Leafs were, I think, guys, fair to say, dominant in the first two periods, or really dominant in the first. Second period, you could split. Third was all Rangers. And the question, Steve, is Igor Shesterkin good? And you talked about this a little bit on your LFR last night. He's pretty good.
He is. He has a losing record. 2 wins, 3 losses. It's 2-2-1 because this was in overtime. He has a losing record with a .962 save percentage through 5 games. That's. I don't have words for that.
The Rangers will be fine.
I was telling you on Wednesday, you didn't believe me. This team's going to be good. They're going to be fine. Things are going to turn around. They just need to figure out their scoring. And I think we underrate how much turnover happened with this Rangers team.
Yeah.
You got a new coach, half the roster's changed, new leadership group. They need to figure out how to play Mike Sullivan hockey and score goals, and that shooting percentage comes up because of how they're getting towards the net and the shots they're placing on. And you talked about how they're bumblefucking a lot around with the puck.
Oh,
but
man, it was bad.
Those little details, they'll figure themselves out, and they have a Vezina caliber goaltender.
Now, I just want to address something. You said scoring is the issue, right? What if you had a guy that had 52 goals and then 36 goals and then 39 goals and then he fell to only 22, but then he's got 4 goals in 4 games to start the season? What if you had that guy?
Chris Kreider didn't forget how to play hockey, huh?
His back just couldn't hold up last year.
You have to, unless you're the Sabres, bet on sports science. You have to. These guys are coming back. Man, growing up, you got the wrong injury, you were toast.
Yep.
There were so many guys, hey, whatever happened to... You got injured,
Bobby
that was
Orr.
it.
They say that Bobby Orr's injuries on his knees, he would have played 20 years if he had those injuries today. He'd be out a couple months.
Let me give you a more recent one. Jonathan Cheechoo.
Oh, man. Talk about a career robbed, eh?
56 goals. Now, you can be like, he was a Thornton merchant. Whatever.
You still have to score them.
Who gives a shit? Yeah, and it wasn't like he was taken off of Thornton's line. Like, he had an injury, right? The Eichel thing had never been done in the NHL. It's worked a charm. It's got a cup, and now it's been done a few times. The hip resurfacing with Patrick Kane had not worked. It's worked. You got to bet on sports science. The advancements are crazy. This is anecdotal, but I told it before. My uncle had one of his hips replaced. It was like 15 years ago. The procedure it was like 4 to 6 hours. I can't remember. He just got one replaced within the past year. It was 45 minutes. The procedure. Like, things are changing. And Chris Kreider, like we said most of last year, did not forget how to play hockey. He was just hurt.
So here's what JT Miller had to say after the game. I want to just do a quick focus on the Rangers because they are a dichotomy, right? He said, if you're mentally weak, you're going to go off the rails because this isn't working on paper. It's about getting the look. It's not about if it goes in. We're going to keep pounding pucks at the net and outplaying teams we're playing against, and it's going to work eventually. And if you look at the advanced stats, they way outscored the Leafs in terms of scoring chances last night.
They couldn't connect on a one-timer.
They couldn't. The passing, clearly, like, they're still working. But Jesse mentioned it perfectly. And I think this is a part of the Leafs problem, too, when we get to them, is there's a lot of new blood injected into that lineup, and it takes 20 games to sort that out or more.
They're too comfortable giving up those cross-slot passes because I think they're very confident in what they can do in front of their own net. Mm-hmm. And they do a good job, right? Like, there will be rebounds and they clear it. And they clear it with poise, too.
Right.
Like, they don't just go, and get rid of it. That's why I was so disappointed by that Riley icing a couple of games ago against Detroit. Like, there was no need for that whatsoever. The stuff they do in front of the net all the time that I think would get you yelled at in most levels of hockey, they're able to do it because they're confident. But all the stuff just outside of that little bubble, they got to clean up. Jesse, that's a crazy graphic.
So, yeah, I just wanted to throw this up there because, Adam, you outlined briefly like how the game went. And I feel like the expected goals, the analytics back up exactly what kind of happened in the game. The expected goals at 5-on-5, all game long, it was very even. Second to third period hits, the Rangers kind of take things over, and they had the higher share of expected goals. It's right there in the third period is kind of where the jump is made. And then in overtime, it's 3-on-3, it's pond hockey. hockey, who really, it's a coin
Yeah,
flip,
you can't really.
you know? So I feel like how it played out with a 1-1 game throughout the whole thing, and then they have the tiebreaker to finish it off, is kind of what is the correct result. These two teams were very close, and the Rangers had a lot of chances. They just couldn't finish, and their little details aren't quite there yet at this point in the season. Maybe you want to criticize the coaching for not having them ready for these little details, but I'm willing to give them that leeway and just say, like, give them some time.
Hey,
give
you just got here.
Give them 20 minutes. You just got it.
If you're trying to figure out who's going to win in the playoffs, take the standings, take every overtime or shootout result, and make them a tie.
Yeah.
Make them a tie and try to work it out from there, because at least we're 10-2 in overtimes last year. You need those wins. Those wins are what got them the division. It's what got them home ice advantage, but it doesn't necessarily give you an accurate portrayal of what the team
They were pretty good in overtime against the Sens, too.
They were pretty good in overtime against the Sens.
I want to say Anthony Stolarz was absolutely unreal last night.
Oh,
10 bell saves, sometimes 2-3 times in a row. I thought it was strange that when his goalie mask fell off, they didn't blow it dead. And one of those, I thought you had to do that.
I'm curious if that was a late whistle, or if there's some sort of weird language where it's like, if there's an imminent scoring chance.
Continuation, I think is what they call it.
Yeah, and there was an imminent scoring chance, and he stopped it.
Yeah. Nice scores again, opening the scoring for the Leafs. He's been unreal to start the year.
Beef.
Just
Just go to the net. Willie's weird little shot pass. It's weird. It seemed too high to be a pass, too weak to be a shot. Whatever, it worked.
One of my little bugs, and I'm a big OEL Benoit guy. I actually think they're a really great top pairing when they're on the ice. Bottom pairing.
I was like,
when
what?
they're on the ice. My issue is that every game, one or both takes a penalty, except for Nashville. And last night again, Benoit takes a penalty, and you go, and it's not like the penalties are great penalties to take. You got beat and you got to pull a guy down or whatever. It's stick in glove bullshit. And I will be watching for the next little bit to see how many games we actually get of those two, one of those two or both not going to the box. They need to play cleaner games, because the Leafs need their other guys, their better guys, to be in positions to make things happen on the offensive side. And they need OEL for that too.
Part of Benoit's usefulness in the Leafs lineup is killing penalties.
Yes.
It's interesting, because there was that high stick, or delay a game call rather, against Detroit. Matthews goes to the box. I guess they review it and they're like, oh, it was actually Benoit. And Benoit goes to the box. And where'd the Leafs get beat? Right in front. And I'm like, you need Matthews, but like, God, that's why Benny's in the friggin' lineup. He's not going to play every game if this keeps up. OEL, 4 points in 5 games.
I know he's been great on the offensive side. I'm just begging them not to take penalties.
I am too.
Jesse?
Just on the Stolarz mask thing, because it took me a second to bring up the article, but Luke Fox's gamer from last night, his game article, was on that. The Stolarz situation in the mask, because Stolarz was very open about wanting change for that rule. So Luke wrote, play can continue against a maskless goalie in an event of an imminent scoring chance. Stolarz suggests the book could use a rewrite. Stolarz said, this is the second time it's happened. Happened to Aiden Hill the other night as well. So hopefully we can find a compromise. It's not like goalies are trying to knock our helmets off. I mean, without the buckle, you can't really see the puck. You can't really track or do anything. As soon as you move your head, it falls off. So hopefully the league can look at it and talk to some goalies or people who have knowledge of the position, and we can come to some sort of compromise where our safety isn't put at risk there. I think it's very interesting that you have an NHL player calling out the rule books. It's not often that NHL players speak out against things.
Maybe ignorant question, but like, can we fix these masks? Like, can we?
Yeah.
It seems like any direct hit, it's popping off.
Well, you probably want that though, because you don't want it to stay on, maybe because it'll hook the head to the side or whatever. You probably want it to fall.
Well, and probably dampens the impact.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Also,
sorry. Yeah.
Well, no, we're
on the same track.
Yes, we are. Same thing. Totally.
So I think just fucking blow it dead, man. The difference between now
someone's
and
going
like,
to abuse it.
And like the 50s, yes, somebody will abuse it. But the difference between now and like the 50s and 60s, when like Jacques Plante finally put a mask on, was that they all had wooden straight sticks.
Yeah.
And they could not shoot the way they can now. One of those pucks hits you in the head, you could die. That's the end of it. Like that is straight up what it is. So if a player on the ice, a player loses their helmet, they got to get off. Goalie loses their helmet, play can continue because there might be a scoring chance. What? So which part of the safety are we looking at?
The reason that the play can continue with the goalie without a mask is because pucks are coming towards him.
Yes, because somebody else might take another shot, Jesse.
So we need to continue this play so that you can face an imminent scoring chance. So that means the puck is coming at you without the mask.
Yes.
This is completely against safety and everything
no mask.
That makes sense.
Just don't have masks.
Like I got big problems with the way that rule is written as well. And Matthew Nyes, when in his post-game scrum, he said, I was a little scared, to be honest. Like that, like there's an NHL player, he's defending his team and everything, but like
I was
supposed to be tough. Everybody in that situation should be scared for Stoller.
This guy had a concussion 4 months ago.
Yeah.
But again, okay. Is this dangerous?
Yes.
Do we want to keep players safe? Yes. Are guys going to cheat like crazy? Also, yes.
You think a goalie is going to shake off his mask?
1,000,000%.
And that's when you have a ref call a penalty.
Or even a penalty shot.
Yeah.
I like a penalty better. Penalty shots are bullshit.
Or the
I'll
option.
take a 2-minute penalty all day over.
Or the option.
Yeah, or the option. Yeah, penalties decline. It's going to be a 2 minute.
That's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I understand the fan base. Like if the Rangers score there, but it's called off because his mask is off. Let's say they change the rules.
I get them being mad about that.
You should be mad about that because you would have scored if that mask stays on and there's a goal there.
Yeah.
So maybe it's okay that the rules are written this way. I just hope they blow it faster. You know, like don't wait for the Leafs to gain full possession. Maybe if you just know that like the Rangers aren't directly shooting it into the net, blow it dead.
Yeah.
You know, because they took a couple passes there and Stolar's made a save. And everybody after the game was like, oh, old school, you made a save with no mask. It's the 40s again.
Yeah.
But it was actually really dangerous.
Hey, have you seen any of those guys' faces?
They're broken.
They're broken. Yeah. I unfortunately, we've lost a lot of them by now, but like that photo of Terry Sawchuk is absolutely insane. I got to speak to Johnny Bauer once in my life. I got to ask him 2 questions, and after the first one, his top dentures popped out. These guys like have been through it. But to me, that play was how you know the Rangers don't have championship DNA because because they tried to score.
Yeah.
You got to put yourself in the mindset of the Florida Panthers.
Oh, you should kill the goal.
You tee it up and aim straight for the teeth.
Yeah. No.
Actually, eyeball.
No, between
eyeball.
the
You're much more
eyes.
likely to kill them.
Between the eyes.
No,
Yeah.
Steve, you're trying to murder him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Whatever. And then
Jeez.
you play,
It got dark.
this is all a game of president. You play your Joker, which is, but I'm his friend.
And he's we're such good friends. He's one of our guys. Fuck off. All right, now let's talk about Matthews and Nylander in OT. Vintage Matthews Nylander play. And I think I had to remind my wife of this. She was like, they talk a lot about Matthews and Marner and blah, blah, blah. She's like, they did play together for 10 years. Like I swear to God. I'm like, no, they didn't.
No.
They were banned from playing together for the first 3.5 years. Who did Austin Matthews play with? Have we all forgotten? It's William Nylander.
I feel like they got it wrong the whole time. Babcock is like, Matthews and Nylander play together. Mitch can fuck off. Keefe goes, Austin and Mitch play together. Willie can fuck off. And by the time, actually, Berube always had Mitch with Matthews.
Well, because I think that was a player request.
They don't run the asylum. What are you doing? There's a very popular saying about this. You have the craziest 1-2 punch on the right wing in the fucking league, and you handcuffed yourself by not alternating.
Yep.
Why? Ugh. Anyway, glad they connected.
They looked great.
Steve, how do you feel about that? I can't tell.
It's complicated. I like to keep a level head. No, like, dude, you can't score for like a week. Switch it up. You have 2 $11-ish million right wingers and the best goal scorer on earth. And you're not even going to tinker with it? Oh my God, this organization.
Well, they have to now. Now they're forced to. It's sort of like
Yes.
when it's sort of like in your favorite movie, the one movie you've seen,
Moneyball?
Moneyball, where they trade a player so that Art Howe can't play him.
Steve watched Moneyball and was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
That's all the movies for my lifetime.
Yeah, well, that was it.
I've seen
And
the
Aladdin.
greatest-
I saw Aladdin.
Nothing will ever meet this.
Movies have peaked at Moneyball. I don't need more movies.
That is an accurate depiction of Mark Shapiro.
Yep.
And that is
Everyone
how I feel.
involved is very happy with how they were portrayed. No, like they'll play Cowan with Matthews and Nyes, and then in certain situations they'll put Willie there, and I'm like, right on time, boys.
By the way,
right on time.
Worth noting, Cowan did not play in the third period.
He did
Ugly.
not
Ugly game.
Ugly game.
Hey, rookie.
nah,
Rookie?
not his best. Not his best. It's interesting because I actually thought he made some of the best defensive plays of his career on account of he's 3 games
Yeah.
in.
Okay.
But also a lot of giveaways.
Laurent's going to be in, it looks like, tomorrow against Seattle.
He should be. I don't love him being
But
scratched.
who's coming out? Well, he was hurt. That's why they wanted to just give him extra rest.
No, but yesterday was, well,
He was eligible.
they
but
reported it as a healthy scratch, which I didn't like because he's coming off an injury. You know what I mean? So he was cleared to play.
Okay, let's
Anyway.
get to the real question,
Sure.
which is who's coming out?
Do you have an answer?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I don't know what the lines are right now. I could look it up.
my
Master
guess-
probably has them.
My guess is Robbie. And I'm not picking on him. His game was fine yesterday. Robertson hit Robertson. I thought that was very funny.
So it's interesting. Matthews didn't practice. He did do some skates before, but he's taken a breather today, like Nylander did yesterday.
They're playing a lot.
And Yarncroke sat between Nyes and Cowan, so we don't know.
It looks like it's going to be Yarncroke.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yarncroke coming out, really?
Based on those lines, it would be Lorenz, Waugh, and Joshua.
I thought he was very good last
Robertson, Domi, McMahon, Michelli, Tavares, Nylander, Nyes, Matthew, Cowan. Just based on those practices.
I'd like to see Yarncroke, Domi, McMahon.
That's fun.
That could be.
I like McMahon on the right. Yarncroke can play the left. Lorentz, Waugh, Joshua doesn't seem like a very good time for the other guys. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't love Yarncroke coming out, but like there's got to be a rotation here. Blay hasn't even got into a game yet.
And you have to give Austin a shot at the Rocket. You know, because if you leave Yarncroke in there, he's going to steal it from Austin, and you don't want that.
It's like
You know.
like
still lead the team.
No, I think
Austin
Austin
does now.
Yeah.
Oh, because he has the 2 empty net.
Man,
Yeah.
anybody that took Yarncroke in fantasy just had the best week of their lives, and I would encourage you to drop him after this.
Who
I don't think
on
you're gonna have
God's green earth took Yarncroke
Yeah.
in
deep
fantasy?
leagues, man. Deep leagues.
I don't
You
know.
never
I don't know. You got to have a 24-team league or something.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone in his family took him in fantasy.
Yeah.
And if they did, they're in first.
I would love to know if somebody took him and actually got the points for it, like actually addressed him too.
There's no way.
Um,
There's just no way.
Anyway, so like, listen, what do we take from last night's game? Obviously, it's game 5 or 6. I don't even know. What do we take?
They're a more organized team than the Rangers, I would say. There's a lot of the Rangers played nervous.
Mm.
They played really nervous, jumpy hockey, and yeah, as a Leaf fan, I would know. I can already hear you screaming it. I would know. It's good to see Austin get his cookies. Willie's getting his cookies. Willie's up to 9 points. I know some of those are on empty netters. I don't really care, and I don't think he does either.
Nyes has 7 and 5.
Nyes has 7. They're both doing really well. The big guys are performing. You're getting a few depth performances, which is nice. Stolarz looks really sharp. Like overall, if you just look at the individual pieces, you're getting what you want out of the lineup. Are they still kind of disjointed? Yeah. I tell you the player I'm cheering for the hardest every time he takes the ice, just because I don't think he's playing poorly.
Hold on. Jesse, who do you think he's going to say?
I don't know.
Who is Steve
Who are you
cheering
cheering?
for?
I don't think he's playing poorly. I think he's doing a lot of good things, and I just don't think it's going his way.
I am going to say, it's not. Are you going to say Nick Roberts?
Domi?
You're both wrong. Matthias Michelli.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
like the things that are going on when he's on the ice. He works really hard and he's fighting it. I think he's fighting it. I think he needs to slow down a little because he's had so many sexy setups that either haven't ended in a shot or a goal, and one of them's going to damn well go in, and the building's going to go, holy shit, who's this guy? It hasn't come yet, and I hope it comes before he finds his way into the bottom six and potentially out of the lineup.